Hey guys, it's MarshmallowGirl. Welcome back to Black Mirror 3. Alright, so we are still in Willow Creek. I now have to go make this woman's life more difficult. Which I hate that I have to do this. I legitimately feel bad.
Hello? I think I'll have another one.
It's on the bar.
It's cold. Can I get a new one?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I do legitimately feel bad about this, but I think that's the only way I can get inside this door. Yeah, but I still feel bad.
I've got to come up with something that's gonna make Spooner hang out here in the cafe for a while.
Where are the donuts?
A shelf full of stock for the cafe. What have we got here? Coffee, tea, juice, milk. And a package of donuts. There are things like coffee...
No, I need the... Where are the actual... Oh, they're over there. I don't know if this is... I'm always worried it's going to be a time limit.
Reserved for Spooner. A wash bucket filled with... dirty water. A wash bucket. A high-performance chest freezer with a glass lid. Not a lot in it. A pack of tart bases. Oh, and a box of ice cream. Mint and chocolate.
Am I gonna
The seal is in really bad shape. If it gets wet, you probably wouldn't be able to get the chest open anymore.
But double-clicking on an interactive game element, will immediately trigger a corresponding action.
It's cold in.
Oh. Okay. Oh, sponge, water.
The sponge is...
Oop, sorry. I didn't mean to click past that, my bad. Okay.
Now it's open again.
Yeah.
I'll wet the ceiling rubbers with the wet sponge.
First off, that's dirty mop water.
Close the freezer now, the water will freeze and it'll be almost impossible to open it again without defrosting the whole thing. If I close the freezer now, I'll probably never be able to open it again. I'd rather leave it. If I close the freezer now...
Are you kidding me?
I can't just march out of the storeroom with a pack of donuts. I'm only just out on bail. I don't want to end up straight back in the can for shoplifting.
Well, that's true. Oh, maybe... Do I have to stick the donuts in there? Oh.
I'll put the box of donuts in a nice visible spot in the freezer.
Okay.
Farewell, you donuts. Nobody's going to be getting you out of there in a hurry. Now that ought to slow down the inspector's donut order. Somewhat.
She's not gonna notice me slinking out? Also, I still feel bad.
Another one of these flat days today. Could really do with something with me.
Edward could come along at any time. Better if we wait till this evening.
Sod Edward. Give me a couple of donuts at least.
Yeah, sure. I'll get you some.
He doesn't notice me sitting there looking totally suspicious. It's not like I have a drink or anything. I'm just sitting here.
Conrad, your donuts seem to have ended up in the freezer.
Yeah? They can't you boil them in the oven for a bit?
The problem is, the lid's frozen solid.
I get it. You want me to help you warm up your frozen chest?
Gross. Guessing that's the dad.
I think those two are gonna be busy for a while.
Guessing that's Edward. You can skip cutscenes by using the tab key, but beware, you could miss out on some important information. Yeah. The only reason why I would ever do that is if I'd already seen it. I don't typically go around skipping cutscenes I haven't seen. Just because I don't want to risk you know, missing out on something important. Hey, I'm gonna come bother you now. I'm sure he told you not to let me bother you, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
Can I ask you something briefly? How involved were you in the investigation of my case?
I searched the sewer system and the bunker.
And you didn't find any clues?
No.
That just can't be true.
It's bloody dark down there, Mr. Michaels, and full of rats. Not for the faint-hearted.
Is there anything new on the kidnapping? Have you spoken to Tom, Bobby, or the kid in Wales?
According to the statement, Tom was at Alton Towers with Bobby at the time.
And you don't find it a little bit strange that those two went to a theme park?
The only strange thing was that Bobby was in hospital for 2 days afterwards with concussion. But we've got a medical certificate that proves that.
And what if Tom was lying?
We can't prove it. He had 2 tickets for the theme park and the paperwork from the hospital.
Damn. And the boy?
There's no one called Van Helsing in Wales.
Why would you tell him that that's what he called himself? He's just a little kid who was playing at the thing. Anyways, you guys don't find it suspicious that he somehow got a concussion, but isn't, suing the park or anything? Not pursuing any legal action against anybody? No one's questioning where the concussion came from? Also, what happened to, oh, crap, I don't remember his name. The guy in the locker. I want to say Reginald. I'm not sure if that's. I'm going to call him Reginald. The guy Reginald, who was in the locker, the guy who was stalking us in the previous game. I mean, yeah. Like, how did they get rid of all of that evidence? Like, they scrubbed that thing clean. Where's his body at? Unless I'm being accused of that. I don't know. They're accusing. They said 4, then they said 3. So I would assume Miss Valley, maybe Reginald did. Maybe he's the second one they're accusing me of. But I don't. Maybe it's Bates. Maybe they're accusing me of murdering Bates. So that gets me up to 3. They only said that Victoria hadn't spoken since the fire, so maybe Eleanor died, and that's what they're counting as the 4th. Because I don't see how they would prove Angelina or my mother's death, because they literally fell into like a pit of hell. I don't see how you could prove their deaths. Oh,
how long are you gonna look for Angelina?
She'll be deemed missing until we find her.
Even if she's long since dead?
We haven't found a body yet, Mr. Michaels.
You never will. You could not ever physically find her body.
Can you make a copy of my file and send it to my lawyer?
Didn't he get one ages ago?
He wants to have the current version for the embassy.
Not possible.
Something wrong?
I'd forgotten. The copier gave up the ghost a few weeks back, but there's a new one on order.
Are you being serious?
It's not so bad. I have so little to do here, I could type up most of the documents.
I understand. So, would you be so kind as to type my file?
No.
And what if I fix that thing?
All right, then. You go and see what you can do with it.
Okay, in certain puzzles you have to organize things in correct order. You can drag these by keeping the left mouse button pressed and rotate. Okay, yeah, that's just basic puzzle stuff.
Spooner, your inspector, is he always so nice?
I don't know. He was in the homicide department in London until half a year ago. Then, he got redeployed here as a punishment.
That explains a lot.
Since then, he's tried everything to get back out of here. He locks people up for the smallest of misdemeanors. Good for the statistics, you see.
And you can't do anything about it?
What does a bear do about the winter? He rolls himself up and sleeps until the spring comes.
Okie dokie.
Do you believe I set fire to the castle?
Well, Mr. Michaels, you claim to be Samuel Gordon's son, and you were at the scene of the crime with a smoldering torch in your hand.
I had that to defend myself with.
Against the mysterious secret order that nobody knows about and nobody's seen?
It's mentioned in the Gordon Chronicles.
I was gonna say.
500 years ago.
Forget it.
And then there was the thing with poor Miss Valley, right? We found your tracks at the scene of the crime.
I told you, forget it. Goodbye, Constable.
How did they find his tracks, though? Like, how did they track? Like, I mean, maybe they got his shoes and they were able to compare, but that's pretty damn flimsy at best. Plus, I don't know, man. That just seems pretty flimsy. That because there would have been multiple footprints over there. I don't know. Just seems pretty. It seems like their case is pretty flimsy.
It can't be that difficult to fix a copier. I studied it once. Well, kind of.
You took a class on fixing copiers?
Fuse is blown. Switch to turn it on, and you press the green button to copy. If I twist and connect the wires that work, it should be able to copy again.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. These presumably don't work, right? Okay. What does he mean by twist, them? That's what I want to know, is what does he mean by that? I would assume all of these are necessary for it to run, right? And I've already forgotten where I pulled this one from, so that's nice too. Oh, maybe it was here. Yeah, okay. I don't... Okay. So are some of these not necessary? Is that what I'm being led to believe? Or can some of them just be broken? Okay, I'm looking at I want to see what's on because maybe saying but this is 3. This is 3. So if you only need 3, it's not there. Okay. Wait. I'm not consider. Okay. I'm lying straight up these. And now you sit there. Which one's there originally? Okay, I'm fast changes. Can I rotate these now? I can't rotate them. Interesting. Okay, that might be a big there. Oh, this is next right there. What you knew? Wait. What exactly wanted me? Well, this is what you want to do. Let's do that. Okay. Perfect. So happy. Oh, this is just 3. This is 1 more. Okay. Maybe closer. Okay, let's get it. Oh, okay. Oh, pardon me, I'm sorry, these things. What is the room? Okay. Okay, let me progress. There's two straight over, right? Yes, these cars are still over yet. Okay, so that's here. I would be here. Who else has a problem? Okay, the test day is actually last day. Oh, it's these ones. It's actually staying on one more, right? So much first. No, she didn't say the same. No, I just want this one to see power. You know, I have all these stuff. Why is this one? I don't understand this. Oh, that took longer than it should have. Alright, Zach.
Can I ask you something briefly?
Hmm?
I fixed your photocopier.
The copier's working again.
Hmm?
Now can you copy my file?
Sure. Then I'll send the copy to your lawyer.
The
copy of your file?
Then I can send it myself.
The inspector insists that no files can leave the building without authorization.
I see. Damn. Constable,
Mm-hmm.
when does the mail go? My lawyer needs the file as soon as possible.
I'll post it later on. It ought to be collected this afternoon.
Thanks. Goodbye, Constable.
Well, looks like I'm going to be breaking another law. Because there's no way in hell I'm not stealing that thing. Okay.
A barrel. I somehow need to stop the letter from vanishing irretrievably into the mailbag.
There we go.
The board is just the right size. It'll go straight on top of the mailbag, so that when the constable posts the letter, I can easily pull it out again.
Perfect. Totally not against the law or anything. Oh, I guess by later he literally meant 2 seconds later. He did not mean later as in, oh, I'll get around to it when I get around to it. Well, time to go break the law in full view of the police right there. Thank you. I don't know why the music went all
Let's see what's in here.
spooky there.
Friday afternoon, 12:30. Oh, they must have discovered the body then. The time of death for Miss Valley was the previous evening, Thursday, between 10 and midnight. Cause of death, burned alive after a blow to the back of the
Ooh,
head.
Jesus.
Grim.
Yeah, that's a horrible way to go.
Interviews. Let's see. Not important. Saw nothing. It continues. Friday, 1837. Emergency services called out. Huh. At that time, I was in the ruins of the old academy with Angelina, Lewis, and my mother. Then, Saturday, 12:06 a.m. Fire under control. At that time, I was running from the ruins in the
It
direction
does
of
not
the
say
castle.
12:06. That said just
Three
says
bodies
6.
were retrieved. Lady Eleanor Gordon, Edward Bartholomew Bates, the butler, and Sally Wood, the
Oh,
cook. One survivor, Lady Victoria Gordon,
I forgot about the cook.
suffering from severe smoke inhalation. Also on Saturday morning, 12:12 a.m., Darren Michaels arrested on suspicion of arson and murder of Miss Valley. Witness interviews on the subject unproductive, and Lady Victoria Gordon could not as yet be questioned. She remains in shock. After a 2-week period of hospitalization, was discharged of her own wishes to continue medical supervision at home. Hey, it says here that Murray can't remember having seen me in the hotel on Thursday evening. That can't be right. That was exactly when he threw me out of the hotel. Oh, the rat was lying. Just wait.
Just wait till I get
Evidence
there. I
still
can murder him.
insufficient to charge, but strongly suspected of crime. Current state of the investigation. Darren Michaels' conduct, as well as his contradictory testimony, is currently being examined for plausibility by the psychiatric expert, Dr. Joyce Winterbottom. Here's a note to Constable Zach. If he's diagnosed as nuts, will he have to be remanded in a loony bin? Possible murder weapon, a torch, still smoldering, which was in Darren Michaels' possession when apprehended. He is undergoing forensic examination. Deportation to USA not possible. Release of the suspect on bail on direction of the court. Dr. Winterbottom authorized as prime supervisory agent and point of referral. Good, and I've got 2 new goals already. Visit Victoria and see how she's doing, and let Murray know what I think. I'll write in the file so I don't forget. There are enough empty pages.
I mean, just in case someone stumbles across this, I want to make sure they have proof I was the guy who stole it.
The remains of my diary away with it as well.
When there's a new diary entry, the diary symbol flashes at the top left of the screen. You can open it. You can open it. Yeah, okay. It says you can open it via the icon at the top right of the. Okay. Guess that's out here. It doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Alright, so, well, I guess let's go over the bridge. Into the woods to Grandma's house. Okay, there's a path, there's the road, there's some trees, and there's a gravel path. Well, let's look at the trees.
The cold pierces through your buttonholes and right down to your bones. Winter's just around the corner. In a few weeks, the last of the trees will be bare. I've no idea where that path leads. Before I get myself lost in the woods, I'd rather stay on the road.
Okay, I guess we're taking the gravel path then. What's this?
That's actually a no parking sign. But I guess in this context it means stay out.
The barbed wire
There's
wasn't
barbed
enough of a
wire
hint?
attached to the wooden gate. Someone's got something against unwanted visitors.
Well, they are unwanted, so...
A locked gate made of rotten planks. The barbed wire and the sign are nailed to the gate. That means you can open or close it from the other side without touching the barbed wire. All the warnings, the barbed wire, that has to make this path incredibly interesting. I'd really like to know what's behind all that.
Oh, I guess I'm not actually going to walk back there.
No, I don't. That's barbed wire. The more you try to free yourself, the worse it gets. And slowly but surely you bleed to death. I'm not going to risk it.
I mean, it's not on the top. I feel like you could pretty easily hop over that, dude.
Aimlessly wander through the woods? No thanks. The last time I did that, I got arrested for arson and murder.
But according to their own little timeline thing down there, that castle was burning for 6 hours. How in the hell was my torch still on fire if I lit it on fire 6 hours ago? That doesn't make any sense. Your timeline's not adding up quite right, guys. Oh, hey, we're back over here. Oh, tire tracks. Aha, they spelled tire with a Y. That's cute.
Whoever drives here with a car is either quite brave or quite stupid. I found Miss Valley's corpse here. Yes, right here. But there's no evidence of the crime to be seen.
Well, it was
Next
raining.
spring, lovers will be back here, looking out at the sea, arm in arm.
That seems unlikely. This does not seem like a place lovers go to. This seems like a place you bring someone when you don't like them. When you have intentions of pushing them off the
Spiral
cliffs.
staircase is completely decayed. The lighthouse hasn't been used for ages. An old, abandoned lighthouse. It must have collapsed many years ago.
There's a storm a brewing.
English sky that no travel brochure can ever do justice to.
Oh, I can go to the ruins of the academy. Is Ralph still there? Ralph! Oh. Oh.
The shed has also been destroyed. Now it's even uninhabitable for Ralph.
Oh, poor Ralph. Yeah, what caused the collapse? That's weird.
The stairs originally led to the first floor. Now there's nothing there. Half of a huge archway. The academy must have been an impressive building. A huge pile of rubble is all that's left of the entrance to the academy. I can consider myself lucky that I got out of there in one piece.
Yeah, lucky. I'm sure you didn't cause it. Also, this bird needs to stop following me. It's freaking me out. Hey, the stone head's still here, though.
Silent witness to the destruction. It won't be long until it's gone, too.
Why, you planning on doing something to it?
A huge pile of... I can consider...
Okay, no, there's nothing else there I can do. At least not right now. Maybe later. Oh, maybe it's a different bird. I don't know. Which is not a good sign when you're being followed around by a bunch of crows. Okay, so we'll go back this way. We'll head up the path this time. Oh, there's a fork. Oh, there's
A busted signpost. You could hardly make out what he used to say.
okay. Well, I guess we're going to the castle.
Blackmere Castle. My real family's home. Now I ought to go and see Victoria.
If the gate's not locked. Hey, Nymphs,
One
what's
of
up?
3 nymphs that guard the castle and are supposed to provide light. Old Bates used to use the nymphs as a mnemonic device. In Greek mythology, nymphs often accompany superior divinities. They were seen as the benevolent spirits of trees, grottos, or important places. Well, that's my knowledge of nymphs pretty much exhausted.
Well, that's more than I could say I knew, so... Also, this thing seems like it's more overgrown.
An empty letterbox. The last time I was here, I was able to bust open the wrought iron gate. The lock looks way sturdier than it used to be. I'm not going to be able to get it open without a lot of hassle, for sure.
Just climb over the fence. Quit being
Looks like
such a little
few kids have
baby.
had a party here. Bates would go bananas if he could see all this.
Stop reminiscing about Bates like you knew the dude.
Oh, we've got a new doorbell with an intercom system.
I wonder who's there watching Victoria then.
Who's there?
My name's Adrian Gordon. I'd like to see Lady Victoria, please. Hello?
that wasn't ominous or anything. Oh, it must be a nurse.
Come in, Mr. Wood. Lady Victoria has just woken up.
Yes, of course.
Please excuse the chaos. The builders are working on the renovations.
You're looking after Lady Victoria?
Yes, I'm a trained nurse of your...
Great-grandmother.
I take care of all of your great-grandmother's needs.
Thank you, Miss...
Angeline. Sister Angeline.
Thank you, Sister Antolini.
Wouldn't she just...
you something?
Wouldn't she just be my grandma? Oh no, she'd be the great grandma because that was Samuel's grandma. Yeah, that's right. Never mind.
How is Lady Victoria?
As well as can be expected. She's not speaking to me, unfortunately. Perhaps you'll have better luck.
Unlikely. We did not know each other that well.
Do you think that being in the middle of a construction site is the right place for such an old lady?
Lady Victoria was most insistent that she be moved back into the castle. She said that she'd been born here and that she wanted to die here. And the walls here are rather thick. She doesn't hear that much. At least she hasn't complained as of yet.
God, looks like a death chamber in here. I can feel a chill right to my heart. I can only hope Victoria gets better soon.
She's old. She's not getting better. Not from this.
A room screen. It's supposed to be a barrier to prying eyes.
What eyes are going to be prying in here?
Hairbrushes, makeup utensils, creams, Victoria's cosmetic stuff.
This looks like Santa Claus.
Huh. There's some pretty big fish being gutted in this picture.
Oh, never mind.
It's signed W. Gordon, 1921. I wonder if William painted it.
I thought this was a list. And that this was just like a red table. And this was his red suit. So never mind. This is not nearly as holly or jolly as I thought it was.
A small casket.
Stop calling it a
Victoria
casket.
puts her jewelry in it.
Caskets are what you put dead people in.
A small casket.
Not what you put jewelry in.
A
Weirdos.
huge oak bed. Presumably it used to be William's and Victoria's bed. William died more than 12 years ago.
Okay.
A shelf with books,
She's supposed to throw out the bed because of that?
and caskets on it. Huh. Probably full of memories. A picture of a woman in white. Looks like a kind of wedding dress. That's William's name at the bottom in the corner. My great-grandfather must have painted it. Is that supposed to be Victoria in her younger years? Weird. She looks like Angelina. Or is that the other way around? Same genes after all. A bit of a deja vu moment. About 4 weeks ago, I was standing at my foster mom's sickbed. These machines were there, too. There's even a button to call the nurse here as well.
I'm not gonna touch the machines. I don't know what to do with them.
A plush stool. Like lots of things in this room, it's red.
Great observation.
There are lots of cupboards. Huh, this is probably Victoria's dressing room.
Okay, that's... Oh, wow, I missed a couple... Okay, I already looked at that. It's this painting I missed. And then the window.
Reminds me of Lady Eleanor's castle in Wales. But during better days. When Tom was holding me prisoner there 3 weeks ago, it was already half sunk in the marsh. If you look out there, you might think it's deepest winter. Or has that more to do with the chill here in the room? Victoria, my great-grandmother, and the only member of my family I've got left.
That you know of.
Hello, Victoria? It's me, Adrian.
I've come to bother you.
Victoria, I need your help. Really. The police don't believe me. How can I make them understand that I'm Adrian Gordon when the name Darren Michaels is printed in my passport? Victoria, you're the only one who can help me. Please.
Well, at the very least, you could prove you're related to her with a blood test. They could look at your DNA, be like, hey, yeah, this is definitely your relative.
Victoria, are you okay?
Does she look okay to you?
Are you being well looked after? Did you put up the bail for me?
You should probably just say thank you either way.
I'm sorry about what happened to Bates, Eleanor, and Sally. It must be awful for you.
Oh, shit, her head just turned.
Adrian, tell me the truth. Was it you? Did you start the fire?
No, Victoria, it wasn't me. It was Lewis. He did what Angelina told him to do. She was behind all the murders. It was her who also lured me here because she needed me for, you know, the curse which only affects the male Gordons. She wanted to achieve what Samuel was trying to prevent. She was possessed by it. She lied to me, to all of us.
What's all that, Adrian? You sound like a coward. It wasn't me.
Oh my god!
It was Angelina. Why should I believe you? Why have you come here at all? Things were going well for you in America. If you'd only just stayed there, Bates would still be alive. Eleanor, Catherine, Miss Valley. You're too weak. You can't stand up to more.
Wow.
His ghost rides you like a child rides a rocking horse. Since you've turned up, there's been nothing but calamity. Just disappear again, Adrian. Do me a favor and go back to where you came from before the other half of the castle goes up in flames.
Oh, I think I'm just having another illusion.
What have you done to her?
Nothing at all. I've been talking with her, that's all.
You'd better go now. Your great-grandmother needs peace and quiet.
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't want that. I'm sorry.
Just go, please.
That went well. Now, it's not just everyone in the village that hates me. The only remaining member of my family, too. Real good job, Darren. If I wasn't already doing it, I'd be signing up for therapy right away.
Yeah, your grandma's kind of being, you know, unreasonable at the very least. Why ask me for the truth and then berate me when I tell you the truth? What? I mean, what the hell, man? Also, she's acting like he's totally unreasonable. I mean, yeah, his reason for coming here in the second game was flimsy at best, but still, he didn't know. No one bothered to tell him anything. He couldn't have possibly known this was going to happen. If y'all had just flown out to America when he turned like 18 or whatever and been like, hey, this is the deal, you stay the hell away from us, and everyone lives, maybe he would have been curious, but I doubt he would have came over here. Because if I personally was told, hey, if you go near this place, just death and destruction, I'm going to stay the hell away from that place because I don't want to kill a bunch of people. This is probably why you shouldn't keep life-altering secrets like this from people. You're not helping anybody. At the end of the day, all you did was ultimately get him killed. Or, not him, but get everybody else killed, including his adopted mother. So, I don't know, man. I don't feel like this is really on him. Yeah, maybe he should never have come here, but he couldn't have possibly known this was going to happen. It's a bit unfair to yell at him for that. Ugh, either way, this has been Black Mirror 3, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.